Hey, Josh the Balloon Guy here. And I know I'm not really proficient in the hook, but maybe today's uh, animal will help. We're going to do a couple of different fish. So I'm going to start off actually with like the very first fish I ever learned. And yes, that balloon is blown basically all the way up. Okay. And we're going to bring it together, find the middle, go ahead and twist that in half. And then on each half of this, on each side of that split line, we're going to do a pinch twist. That helps make the fishy lips. Okay. And then we're going to bring it back together, find a good point, a little over a hand, about a hand and a thumb, twist it together. And that is just an old school balloon fish. Okay. You got your fishy lips, and then just a basic fish shape. But over the years, we've stepped it up a little bit. One way we do that is by, let's grab another color here. Oh, that's sunset orange. Hey. And I'm gonna leave it about a hand width there because I'm not even gonna use all of this balloon. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to bring in another, let's say green, 5-inch round. Go ahead and blow it up almost all the way. Maybe burp it just a little bit. Tie it off, okay? And then I'm gonna determine the size of that, like where that needs to go, okay? Yeah, that looks like a good. So, checked and measured. I'm gonna go ahead and twist that notch, that nozzle, and I'm gonna go ahead and tie that off. Okay, and then I'm gonna bring it around, find the midpoint. Go ahead and do 2 small pinch twists to make the lips again, and you want to stack them on top of each other. And then for this one, I'm gonna come back about a 4-finger bubble. Go ahead and do 1 more pinch twist. Let's say 4 fingers and a thumb, twist off. Do 1 more small pinch twist, and then I'm going to do a smaller, maybe 3-finger bubble on the back side. Okay, to create that fin. And I'm going to tuck that pinch twist in the middle of that. Then I'm going to go ahead and finish off by bringing that all the way back around to the knot. Twist those 2 together. Find my matching links. Actually, let's put a pinch twist in there to lock it in place before I do that. But find my matching length and tear off, tie off. And if it gets away from you, make a joke about it being the one that got away, right? Especially if something happens and it pops. All right. And another thing we can do with this one is go ahead and bring in, let's do blue eyes. Just a very small inflation on a 5-inch round, and split that in the middle. And when it incorporates, it's really nice. There we go. Split that in the middle. Put that right above those fishy lips. And bring it back around that 5-inch round. And one of the nice things about this one is that it scales up really well. So you can do this around a 11 or 12-inch round as well, and have a bigger fish to fry. All right. And then we can do another one. And all of these, you'll notice, are kind of one balloon, 260 balloon. All right. I'm going to take an orange this time. it up, leaving about a hand width. Tie it off. I'm going to do 2 small pinch twists. Yeah, we're starting with the pinch twist this time right there on the nozzle end. That's like that nozzle is going to be right in between them. And then I'm going to go a little over a hand width again, probably a palm and a thumb. Make a bubble, bring it back to match. Give it just a little bit of space because this next bubble, we're going to give it a little bit of an arch. Not too much, but enough because we're going to put some eyes in between there. And we're going to go ahead and round that off. So see, it ends up being about 2 fingers longer than the other one. I'm going to roll it through. And then I'm going to do 2 3-finger pedal twists. And then 1 more matching bubble right up the middle. Wrap that back around those pinch twists. And then tear off the extra. And wrap and tuck back into there. Okay. And then a small 5-inch, just barely inflated. Split it and give your goldfish here some eyes. All right. And a tutorial for another time would be to put it on a fishing pole. And that's a good play element for the kids. So I'll show you one more, and I'm just going to make this one. I'm not going to walk you through it, okay? Because I want to be able to make it closer at speed. That. And the tutorial for this is not mine. This is another artist creation. I believe his name is Sergey. But this one is definitely on my menu, and it's a popular one on there. And woohoo, dropping like fish. Like fish. That's not right. All right. And this one also gets a little extra detail on it. And yes, this is still considered a fish. No mammals here. That's why it's important to wrap your beads enough time, pearls, or whatever you want to call them. And get it all wrapped around. Tear off the rest of that because I'm done with the detail work. Get them all straightened out here. Here, fishy, fishy. Or should I say da 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 da. And any or all of these just require a little basic marker art. But of course, you can always go as crazy as your line allows, as your skill allows. All right. Remember my Muppet eyes from when we did the frog? That's very common in mine. And the finished product there. Ha. Yes, a shark, which is still a fish. So all the way from, good old school fish symbol, Jesus fish, actually, to a little funky tropical fish, your goldfish that you get to reel in, or a shark. As always, keep practicing, and I'll see you next time. Ah, the fish got away.